Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Terrortober. Um, it's great having you all back. My name is Naxius, and today we're going to pick up where we left off last year with I'm on Observation Duty 4. Um, Observation Duty games became really big over the last couple of years, and a favorite amongst YouTubers because not only is it a fun little game and a spooky little game, but also it's fun to play with your viewers. So, if you guys remember from last year, the rules are thus. I'm going to try the areas by myself without your help. For the first time, maybe 2 times, depending on how fast I die. I want to get a decent run in. And then after that, I will ask for your guys' help in determining where the anomalies are. Now, I'm on Observation Duty 4, has a couple of rooms. I'll show you here. It has 3 rooms, and actually last year we did 2 of them. So we're going to try and finish up the station this year. And if we finish it up quickly, don't worry, I have the sequel already. So we can bring up I'm on Observation Duty 5, if necessary. All right. Hello, Loser Corner. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a spooky day and a spooky month. Why don't we all hop into the station? All right, everyone, take a little bit of time. Pick up all the details. Remember, we have abyss presence, camera malfunctions, corpses, distortion, door opening and closing, intruders, object disappearance, movements, a picture anomaly, extra objects, the standard. Pay extremely close attention to surveilling camera footage, file an anomaly report ASAP when you notice something has changed. Would you want to have a meeting with this fucking picture here? Is that really what you would want? I love how this is an equal opportunity. We got shirtless lady over here, shirtless man over here. No one can say this isn't a progressive police station. So let's try to keep a few things in mind. Box here, box there. A lot of light coming in from out there. 3 shampoo bottles. Okay, now that one there, that's just weird. That's strange. This one's going to be haunted, I'm telling you right now. Keep an eye on the soaps, where the soaps are. Water bottles here, a chair, a bag. Got another chair over here. All right. So remember, I'm doing this on my own for the first attempt. Maybe 2 attempts. Depends on how long it takes for me to die. You guys can keep an eye out and take note of anything you do see, because I would like to know what I missed. I'll let you guys know when I'm ready to accept some help. Although I don't know how fast anomalies start showing up. Also, why is there a fire extinguisher in the stall? What the fuck happened in that stall that they need a fire extinguisher in it? That's crazy. Like, what'd you do? You ate Taco Bell and got the spiciest sauce you could, and then just fire shot out of your ass? See, where I don't know what kind of differences might show up, I'm really worried that something's going to move. Has moved, and I didn't notice. Because it's subtle. Now, I can do that just to see. Were 2 of these here? I didn't notice. Were there 2 of these cups on the table? Yeah, apparently there were. There most certainly was. Okay, so now I'm really like, I haven't seen anything yet. My biggest problem would be if like something moved down at the end of the hallway. I am honestly not seeing it. I'm scared. What is going on? Is there an extra object in the toilet? Maybe there wasn't 3 soaps. Maybe that fire extinguisher wasn't even supposed to be there. Maybe I made the joke about the fire extinguisher being there. Nope, it's supposed to be there. There is indeed an intentional fire. What? I know that there must be something, but what did I not see? Office, I don't know. Object movement? What am I missing? Okay, well, there's something there. That would be a abyss presence? Is that an abyss presence? It's just yeah. Well, that is something. Okay. I wasn't sure what that counted as, but I'm like, that's definitely something. At first, I thought it might be a light anomaly, but I was like, that's. But that means there's at least one other anomaly that I haven't seen or reported. Yeah, and I'm like really paranoid it's something like here. Oh, hello. I'm gonna go with that's a door opening closing anomaly. Could be object movement, but that is specifically a door. I don't know how they fixed it. Did someone just go in and politely ask the ghost to stop slamming the fucking door? Like, why are you such an asshole? See, this a room cluttered like this is when I would get nervous that I'm missing something. Like, maybe we can do, like, maybe there's something's missing. Like, an object's just gone. Something was gone. Oh, this wasn't here. Oh, the computer straight up was gone. Okay. Okay, we're back in the game now. Something missing here? I feel like there was something in that box. That soap was over there, I think. No, okay. Don't mind me. See, I thought 2 of them consecutively were, like, one was on the opposite side, but it's fine. It's whatever. Seriously, I would not want to go to a meeting with that on the wall. That's just... Let me look at this man's amazing body while I try to pay attention to what my boss is saying. Oh, what the fuck? Distortion in the hallway. Guys? Guys, what's happening? Guys? I can't leave. Don't worry, we got the boys on the distortion, okay? They came right in and just made physics work again properly. They did a good job. Jesus, why do I feel like something moved or disappeared or something in here? Extra object? Was that how many shampoos there were? Something feels off in this room. I'm so confused. Why do I feel like there's something different in that room? So badly. Okay. Was there no chair at this table? Shouldn't a table have a chair? It should have a chair. It should, in fact, have one. That is the thing that it needed. I mean, we're reaching 2 o'clock. That's pretty good. There's no, like, extra chairs or anything here, is there? I could be going crazy, but... Was that the floor pattern? I think I'm going crazy. Thanks so much for the sub, YOLO. It's good to see you. How you doing this spooky evening? It's a good thing I'm not too jumpy, otherwise I would have scared the shit out of me given what I'm doing. What the is that snow? Guys, I would like to report an anomaly. There is a hole in the roof. I repair fuck. Let's retry. I wanted to report the hole in the roof. Okay, let's take some more stock here. Table, chairs. These are here. I'm not doing too bad, YOLO. I'm just playing a game where stuff moves around or disappears or intruders show up, and I gotta spot the differences. It's a game that requires immense skill and frankly luck, because I'm just gonna like guess a whole bunch because I'm not gonna pay enough attention to the small details. I feel like maybe some of these mats could disappear or move or something. I just had snow coming through the ceiling. So this is the time to take stock, because I don't think anything changed. Like, this door is shut. This door is open. There is, in fact, a chair over there. There's a chair there. There's 2 bags, a bottle, 2 bottles here, another chair there. All right, water cooler. Don't forget the water cooler. Is that a water cooler? Can I zoom in? Can I enhance? So, YOLO, I'm guessing trick-or-treating isn't a popular pastime where you live, is it? I get the impression your nearest neighbor's like a 15-minute walk away. Just keep looking at this guy's abs and pecs. Something is anomalous with this ab and pecs, okay? That combo is just too good. We have a small town get together in the suburbs. Okay, you have a get together. Gotcha. I think our local like churches do like a trunk or treat where a whole bunch of people can park in the parking lot and open their trunks and give out candy. It's supposed to be a safe alternative to just going out and trick or treating for the kids. It's supposed to be. Let's see. I feel like there were binders here. Yep, there were binders there. And they disappeared. Yeah, but the country people come to town to join civilization. Yeah, but when you say town, you know, is a town just like 20 people show up? Is that this is the largest get together we've ever seen? See, now this game gets a bit easier after you fail a whole bunch because there's only so many anomalies programmed into the game per room. So after enough failures, you will eventually memorize all the things that can change. I mean, it's a decent turnout. I usually find a costume party to go to a week before and see what I can cook up. And yet, despite the small town, there's still somehow a spirit Halloween in the middle of a swamp. The alligators were caught off guard. They went to sleep one night and all of a sudden a spirit of Halloween was in their swamp. Okay, I haven't found anything in a little. What? Wait, hang on. No, there is a soap missing. I repeat, there is a soap missing. Somebody didn't just drop the soap. They fucking stole it. It is gone. They have removed the soap from existence. It's a little bit easier to spot missing objects and moved on. I think that's the least of what Diddy probably did. When someone said, "Did Diddy do it?" Diddy did do it, but he did. I think he did a lot more than just drop the soap or steal the soap in this case. Yolo, I was mentioning, see how equal opportunity this locker room is? You got this over here on one side, and this over here on this side. We can still appreciate a bulky man and still be completely straight. That chair is moved? No, bad chair. Get back over there. Get back over where you're supposed to be. Man, being bi must suck. You're attracted to everyone. Because you know you're automatically attracted to everybody of the gender you're attracted to, right? So just imagine you're bi. You're attracted to everybody, just anybody. Like, how do you get any work done? How do you do anything? Although I do have questions. This is the boardroom. Like the boardroom right here, and then this fine gentleman with no clothes on is just on the wall. I do question some of the art decisions here. Because again, how am I supposed to get any work done? Nothing appears to be moved here. Was that apple there before? Did the ghost bring me an apple? Am I crazy? Was that there before? It was not. There was no apple. They thought they had me. They were like, he's a doctor. If we give him one, he'll go away. But no. I'm too smart for that. Also, I'm not a doctor. I don't know why. Carlito. But Carlito wouldn't be leaving the apples. He'd be taking it. If an apple disappeared, I'd be like, oh, Jesus, Carlito's here. You think the local Costco's, whenever he shows up, are just like, oh, sweet. He's going to buy all the apples. Like, but then again, if somebody consistently buys up all your stock of something, I'm actually wondering if that's like makes you happy or is it actually really irritating? Like you're happy he bought all the apples, but now customers keep trying to find apples and they come in and they're just pissed off. Why did the manager sound like Vince? Probably because the manager of Costco is all that poor man's going to be allowed to do after everything that has come out. What the fuck? What is that? An other? Is that a picture anomaly? What would you even... What is this? I'd be pissed if I lose the customer. No one would know about my stock. Was like a couple of times when Mr. Beast did a challenge where it was like you go into a store and buy literally everything in the store. He did call beforehand before doing that. But one of the managers of one of the stores straight up said to the camera, I didn't think he was serious. So I don't know if they actually... Because all the other stores would have just like put in orders to make sure that they had stock like the next day or the day after he bought everything. I have a feeling the manager who didn't do that was pissed because he's like, now I have no stock. And now people are going to show up all mad the next day. Like, why can't I get my cleats for my soccer game because it was a sports store? I don't mean to disturb you, sir, but you're wearing... No, you gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. Speaking of Vince McMahon, I think that's what we just saw. Was that color? I thought that was darker. This object, picture, no other distortion. What would be other? What is that? It looks like it's moving. I don't know what that would be. I could have swore that was darker. We'll say Abyss Presence, even though I know that's wrong. Did I see the documentary yet? No, I haven't yet. I don't have a lot of time to watch things, so I haven't gotten around to watching the documentary. I am going to be bedridden this weekend, so I'll have some time then. Maybe I'll catch it then. I wasn't sure it had been released yet, so now that you tell me that, maybe I can slot some time in for that. Shit. Like, I feel like that's something, but what is it? Distortion? I don't know what's going on. What am I missing? Did something move? Is something taken? I mean, it looks like everything's here. Is there an extra object in the conference room? Is this man looking even hotter than usual? Oh, wait. Wait. Object disappearance in the jail. Quick. There's a chair missing. This poor man's chair is gone. Oh, phew. I figured this game would actually be kind of worse for somebody who can't, like, focus on things. Someone who's, like, hyper-focused would have absolutely no problem with this game, I feel. Oh, that's a door open. There's a door open. This door was not open. Shut that door. Come on, send the boys in. Get them to shut that door. That's not supposed to be open. I just noticed this. That... Okay, that wasn't supposed to be there. I was like, unsure, because I don't know the last time I actually looked up there. I was like, that might have been there forever. I don't know. It's hard to keep all these details straight. I haven't gotten a painting anomaly or picture anomaly yet. That water cooler's in there, you know. That looks fine. Let's just do an extra object in here. I love how there's just an option for corpse. There's a fucking corpse in here. Somebody please remove the corpse. Oh, I didn't mean to do it in the office. I meant to do it in the toilet. See, some of the other rooms have light anomalies, and I swear I'd seen one of those. Fuck! Shut up. At least I fixed 9 that time. Okay, I'm gonna do one more without help. And then afterwards you guys are free to keep an eye out with me. Hang on. So yeah, that was something, but what was it? Like, what did that count as? It wasn't distortion, it wasn't other. What the shit was it? Was it an extra object? I'm so confused as to what that was supposed to be. I'm upset because I noticed an anomaly, but I didn't know what I was supposed to fucking report it as. It's the worst. Okay, some details. Let's see. What details did I not pick up previously? Like, I know I can see there's a door open there. It's a phone, binders. Like, I don't think anything was missing from the desks. Paper's there. Monitor's there. It's got some stuff right there. Two lights, all these doors are shut. 3 shampoos, bank box. Okay, there's... I always noticed this was here, but stuff there. I remember stuff there. There's several mats on the ground. I gotta keep an eye on the mats. What the fuck was this? Was it an extra object? Was it an object that was supposed to be in there? Are you a corpse? You're lying down, you're naked, you're in the jail. I'm gonna guess you're a corpse. Somebody please remove the corpse. We're not gonna do any investigation as to why it's there. I just want you guys to get it out of here. Get the boys in here. Get them to bury the fucking thing. Drive it out to Jersey, whatever you need to do. Maybe we should keep an eye on the amount of water in the water cooler. What if the ghost drinks water? It doesn't take the whole water cooler and move it. Just grabs a cup every once in a while. Well, obviously the game needs to have some of those more subtle challenges with the objects moving or things being added or removed. It is quite fun to get those random, like, very obvious differences. They're funny. So, like, I've never reported anything in here. And I'm paranoid I was definitely missing something. Maybe there's, like, pamphlets being moved around and I'm not noticing. Maybe I didn't notice, like, maybe this chair was removed. Like, I'll spot these 2 chairs if they move or disappear, but maybe I wasn't paying enough attention to the other chairs. There's 6 chairs here. They're facing towards the table. I don't think that sign ever moved either. Should just do a object movement in the office every once in a while. Just in case. Okay, this is bad. We're almost at 1 o'clock. I haven't reported a fucking thing yet. Other than the corpse, I haven't reported a goddamn thing. What's the scariest game I've ever played? Scariest. The first one that pops into my head is kind of a stereotypical answer, but the original Amnesia game is probably the spookiest game I've played. Hello, Macros. How you doing? I'm on observation duty. It's like a spot the differences game, except I'm looking at haunted places. So while some shit moves or new objects appear, maybe this buff man on the wall becomes a buff demon, you know? I'm paranoid because I haven't reported anything in the last several minutes, and now I'm worried I'm missing something or something's moved and I'm not paying enough attention. Yeah, no, Fuck, I know there must be something here. I don't know what I'm missing. This is a bad round. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, no, okay. This here, I know this one. This one's happened already. There were more binders here. These binders disappeared. The ghost stole the binders. Don't worry, we sent the guys in there. They put the binders back. All's well. Yeah, no, the original Amnesia is... Oh, there we go. Something missing in here, too. Whoops, shit. I didn't mean to do that. This soap is missing. No, it definitely... Yeah, I'd have to say the original Amnesia game is probably the spookiest I've played. Like, it wouldn't scare me now to go back and play it now, because I've played it so many times. But, I mean, like, the game just has such a cool atmosphere. You can't fight the enemies. They will murder your face. You can't fight back. The best you can do is run and hide. And that always makes a game a little bit more scary. Because even if the game's not meant to be a horror, it's still, like, very anxiety-inducing for shit to be chasing you that you cannot kill. I mean, as someone who plays a lot of Doom, where the whole point of the game is to kill literally fucking everything, to switch to a game where you can't kill anything. These chairs all moved. These chairs are now facing me. They've all decided that I'm cooler than whatever they were talking about before. Again, like, some of these anomalies are just funny to me. Like, we send in the guys, the team, to fix the anomaly, but all they do is, like, spin the chairs back to where they were originally. That's their whole job. There's a door open in here. You weren't open before. How long have you been open? If that's been open for a while and I just haven't noticed, I'm going to be so fucking embarrassed. My eyes, like, keep darting to, like, certain points in each room. That sometimes I think, like, on the peripherals, I'm not spotting something. And yeah, macros, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. This game is very anxiety inducing, but I think I'm doing decently okay. Now I won't get another warning though when I'm near death again. Because I already got the warning once. Okay, this is not doing the weird thing. All right. Both of those doors were slightly ajar before. Chair moved. Chair moved. Come on, send in the boys. Get him moved back over here. Come on, that's why they pay us the big bucks. Put the chairs back where they belong. Nothing looks... Like, I have not logged a single goddamn... Other than the distortion that time, I've logged nothing else in this room through 3 playthroughs. I'm just checking. Maybe one of the magazines disappeared or something. Nope. What a surprise. What a surprise. Like, why is it so bright out there? Like, it's 2 in the morning. Why is it so bright? What is going on out there? Did something move out here, maybe? What the fuck moved? What moved? I shouldn't have gone away. Maybe I would have noticed. So you're finally getting close to finishing mapping out the original Starship Enterprise in your Megawad. You haven't even started thinking about combat. Just the fact that you're able to do that, though, is really impressive. Maybe you don't even do combat. Maybe get a deathmatch map. Get your GZ Doom scripting out and make a walking simulator in the fucking Enterprise. That'd be really cool, too. Again, I'm really thrown off by the fire extinguisher in the toilet stall. Like, what happened in this bathroom? What kind of oh, Jesus, that's not right. There we go. Picture anomaly. That is not what that looked like originally. It's proven to be a bigger project than you were expecting. Whenever you try to model a WAD, especially, you know, something that's not really meant to model things in the real world that well. Real world, you know. I think anytime you try to make it look like something that already exists, it's kind of, you know, it becomes a bigger project. I remember my dad, he's a teacher, and he decided, and he was a map maker, and he decided he was going to remake his school, in a Doom WAD. Now, we can get past the somewhat subtle implications of that. We'll discuss that later. How a teacher made a WAD where he gets to shoot people in his place of work. You know, we'll just gloss over that for a minute. But trying to get everything mapped out correctly and lined up correctly and make it look right and still be like the shape of the school. Because if you want it to be perfectly shaped like the school, short of like measuring, like going to his school and like measuring all the walls with a tape measure, like, screwed. It's so easy to fuck up the scale and not, you know, get everything to like match up correctly. Shut this door. Jimmy, get in there and shut the door. It'd be cool. I might just do that once I finish this because UDMF format would make that possible. With vanilla format, which is what my megawatt is, I can only let the player visit the bridge, deck 7, 16, 19, and the warp engines. Now, if he is one-to-one the enemy with the students, is when he like he put demons in the level. He put demons in there, not people. That would be his defense, and he would die on that hill. I don't see any students in here. I'm simulating what if I saved the school. I have an almost fully mapped out TARDIS that is actually bigger on the inside, can walk all around the outside. I'm assuming that's UDMF you're using, or because that's a portal function you would do that with, right? Even as somebody who's not a map maker, something moved in here. As someone who's not a map maker, I got super interested in how the myhouse.wad level worked. And I learned so much about scripting and what the Doom and like the portal function. And oh my god, what happened to the hot lady? Oh god, somebody quick. We need to save the hot lady that hangs over the toilet. Jimmy, get it, repaint the hot lady. Thank you, Jimmy. Thanks, Jimmy. Good job. You're not wrong. It really is. You know, I actually used the layout of my old primary school for the basis of my 12 and DDDOBB, but scale and entire thing was changed. It became the Doom Guys training grounds. Yeah. I mean, like, my dad could have went around and measured all the walls, but, you know, that would raise some questions. And this floor changed. This isn't the floor. Watch this, guys. Look at the floor. Stare at the floor. Look at the floor. Bobby, you're the floor guy. Get in there and fix that. Perfect. He retiled the floor. There is so much that my house does that I wish I could figure out. Oh, shit. Okay. Hang on. Somebody broke the monitor. Oh, God. He was watching porn. He's got a virus. He got a virus. He tried to use a Trojan in real life, and instead he got a Trojan on his computer. There's so much that my house does that I wish I could figure out. Some really crazy tricks in that WAD. There's, why am I blanking on the name of the guy who runs the ramp? David? David? His name's David, right? Like, I'm not crazy? That's the name? He does a fantastic... he does a fantastic a series of YouTube videos on, like, all the tricks that my house used. And it is absolutely fascinating. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm not creative, it almost inspired me to try and learn UDMF. Which would probably be a bad idea. Because I don't even know how to vanilla map properly. So I don't think I should be jumping straight into UDMF. Like, that just sounds silly. Oh, so you watch that series, but you still can't wrap your head around some of the stuff. I mean, like, when it's explained out in detail. Oh. The hallway camera broke. I'm supposed to see the hallway. That's the monitor, I guess? So we also got a fucked up monitor over here. Office. I wasn't even sure if that was a monitor. Like, I think he did a really good job. That I got, like, the one thing that I really still have trouble, like, wrapping my head around is the projection of the bottom floor windows on the outside of the house. Like, even watching that section, like, a whole bunch, I still don't fully understand how they did that. Like, I just can't even wrap my head around the function and the scripting to know. What it was that got done. So, YOLO, I haven't had a chance to talk to you much since you dropped your big project. How did you feel after it came out? Did you feel like, were you proud of it? Did it come out the way that you were hoping? I just spotted a real life anomaly. What happened to my portal turret? Object missing. Object missing in real life. One of my background props is gone. The difference is, I know probably what happened to mine. One of my children stole it. You don't really need to know vanilla format to map in UDMF, but it does give a nice foundation, and limitation breeds creativity. Guys! Dad asked, though, you've been really working out. Is this your brother up on the wall here? Sam, get in here. Get this man out of here. Thank you, Sam. I don't know how you did it, but thank you for getting rid of him. I feel violated and nothing happened to me. And I still feel violated. Well, no, limitation does breed creativity. Which is why I feel like at least my first map should probably be done in vanilla format as opposed to tried. Oh my god! Oh my god! Distortion! Distortion. The fire extinguisher is growing. It has become fully erect. It is. Oh my god! It's been watching the prawn in the. Oh my god! That was a very strange individual. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess if you're going to be naked, the locker room is technically the most important, like, appropriate room to do it in, but he was just standing there, menacingly, with his ass out. Nerves were so bad, I watched the premiere, and as soon as it was over, I fell asleep, woke up, how many people got what endings, and just planning for what's next? I think I got all the endings. I think I watched all of them. But you do have a plan, like you got it in your head what you're gonna do next. Oh god! I got an abyss. There's an abyss present in the jail. Who's the abyss guy? Bobby! Bobby, come in here and like throw a flashlight at it. No, don't shine the flashlight, throw it. Just huck the flashlight at it. It's good enough. I think it's still quite strange to have a camera in the locker room. Well, I don't know if it's there like on a day-to-day basis or turned on a day-to-day basis. It might just be here for me to spot ghosts and naked men. That might be the only reason why it's there. Because how else am I supposed to get these naked intruders out of here if I can't see the room? Okay, I'm really nervous. We're getting late. Fuck! Damn it! We're at 5 o'clock. But were you proud of it, Yo? That's what matters. Were you personally proud of how it came out? Also, guys, it's past 10 o'clock, so you know what? Why don't you guys help me out? If you spot anything, you let me know. Taking all the details. You let me know. Let's see if we can finish this together. And Loser Corner, I wasn't sneaking a peek. When the ass is right in front of you, like right here, you can't accuse me of sneaking a peek when it's like my entire vision is covered by muscular man ass, you know? I paid extremely close attention, okay? Shut up. I do have stuff planned and planning. I'm just going through a small amount of burnout and a channel shift. I was so happy with the fact I finally produced something I'd be proud to show anyone. I know, I wanted to do something for Halloween this year, but my kids have just wrecked me this Halloween season. I am so fucking exhausted all the time that, like, the thought of trying to do something separate than just streaming is just... The thought itself exhausts me. On top of the exhaustion I'm already feeling. And it's the worst thing, because Halloween is my favorite season. I love Halloween so much. It's when I feel my most creative. Anything horror related is where I feel most at home. in my creative space, you know? I love spooky shit so much. You're not judging it or anything if it's what you're into. I am married with 2 kids. Okay? So even if I was into it, clearly I at least have a preference in one direction. Computer's missing. Billy, get in there and figure out what happened to this man's computer. Wait, you did put an Easter egg. What was the Easter egg? Tell me what video the Easter egg's in, and I'll go try and find it. I was trying to grab like all your lore and what you were doing, that if there was anything in the background or anything, I wouldn't have noticed it. I was too absorbed. So tell me, what video did you drop the Easter egg? It was the main one, so you couldn't have missed it, and a reference in 2 of 3 endings. Okay. It's in the main one? Okay. I gotta go back and check. I gotta pay more attention. Stop trying to actually absorb the lore and the point of the video, and look out for anything that has to do with me. Did you shout, "Is it clear"? This is a safe space. It's okay to be yourself. I'll determine if it's a safe space. It is, but it's not very safe for me, so we're not. I will not partake. Oh, the next Doom Patrol. Damn it! I did. How did I not pay attention to that? I was too absorbed, man. I'm actually really bad for that, by the way. I shouldn't be playing this game. I am so bad at, like, picking up background stuff, especially. I am so bad at it. So if anyone's like, "Hey, did you notice a thing?" And I'd be like, "No, I didn't." Oh no! Hot lady's hurt again. Fix the hot lady. Although I gotta say, wouldn't it be kind of weird? Like, this is really weird, right? Having a poster of a naked lady, like, in the actual toilet stall. I don't think it's smart to have wink material in a bathroom stall in a fucking police office of all place. Yeah, for one line, I shouted you and 2 of my other YouTube friends in the same breath. Okay, I'm gonna rewatch the whole thing anyway. I've been meaning to do so. I should rewatch all of them. Was that what that painting was? I don't know if that's what that painting was. Well, maybe I wasn't paying enough attention, but I don't remember there being a face there. It wasn't. Okay. Okay. All right. There was, in fact, not a face there. So you think you're gonna do another do you think you're gonna have like another foray into the horror genre, or do you think the one once was enough? Because I know the horror wasn't your forte until you ended up in my channel one day. That couch wasn't there. Who brought in an extra couch? I mean, I wouldn't be upset, I guess, if ghosts are haunting me, but bringing in new furniture. But that, strikes me as that would really fuck with someone, too. Breaking into their house, but don't take anything. Just put something in there. You know, why do we have a vibrating bed all of a sudden, honey? I'm pretty sure cameras in public toilets are like illegal even. Yes, but this isn't a public toilet. This is the bathroom in the precinct. Only employees come in here. And therefore it is not public. How am I supposed to make sure that the guys aren't wanking to the lady in the bathroom if I don't have a camera to keep an eye on them? There's not a lot of sound in this game, so you don't actually hear a lot, but there is audio enabled, so I'll know if they're in there, you know, shining shoes or whatever they call it these days. Break into their house and do the dishes, fold the laundry, and set out dinner. That would take a little too long, I think. I'd be paranoid the whole time they'd be coming home. But if you could do all that, they'd come... Like, again, would that freak you out more? Because if someone goes into your house and steals shit, at least you understood what they were doing. And what the goal was, you know? But if you come into your house and all your chores are done and you don't know who did it, the psychopath might still be in the house. You know? Because if there's stuff missing, you assume they took it and ran. But if someone like freaking like painted your house while you were out, you're like, are they up in the attic? Like, are they under the tables? I think I'd be more freaked out. Okay. The lady has turned into a sex doll. We need to please remove the sex doll poster. I don't want anybody to know that I have a picture of a sex doll. Yeah, but that counts. I know I wouldn't want to go to the toilet at work and realize there was a camera. Well, you're just not living life on the edge enough, Macros. You would just... I mean, if they're going to put a camera on me in the bathroom, I'm going to use the urinal with my pants down. If they are going to try that, if they're going to play games with me, I'm going to play games with them. I most definitely will be doing more with 2 or 3 of the characters. I'm just making sure the logic and plot is tight before I go much further. But I'm also eager to make more videos, not super plot heavy, and requires a clusterfuck ton worth of brain power. Yeah, well, we're just going to do a horror where people get murdered. Like, actually, YOLO, if you want to see some cool, like, horror, oh, no, the guy downloaded the Trojan again. Dude, trust me, the hot women in your area don't actually want to meet you. I can say that with utter certainty. They don't want to meet you. No, if you want some cool horror, I highly recommend the Oldest View, which is a YouTube series by the YouTuber Kane Pixels. To me, that is some of the best horror I've seen on YouTube because it's not straight horror. It's liminal space horror. It's inspired by the Backrooms. It's just everything is uncanny enough to make it super unsettling. And while there's themes that you may not understand if you don't put a lot of thought into it, the actual like horror aspect of it is very simple to understand. So I would highly recommend watching the Oldest View series by Kane Pixels. He also has a Backroom series I would also highly recommend. It is snowing in here. He also has a Backroom series I would also highly recommend, but the Oldest View is short and a bit more palatable. Is that really an anomaly, though? It was snowing in here. Wouldn't it just be like, hey, can somebody go fix the fucking roof? Just fix the roof. Has anything moved in here? Ever since I accidentally got reported a correct anomaly in here, I'm really paranoid about not seeing an object move. Because like not a ton has happened in here this playthrough either. Okay, stuff's missing in here. There's a whole load of shit that's supposed to be on that bench that's not there. But the roof is on fire. Oh, by the way, I was going to tell you, out of all the guesses and theories I got, you've been the closest to the truth. Oh. See, that's just the horror stuff coming out. I know my horror. Didn't I make a joke, though, that the whole thing was that the guy just really wanted someone to hold his hand? Is that the closest to the truth? He's just lonely. Okay, send in the floor person. Just retile this room. Shut up, I'm fixing it. Fuck. I fixed it just as that went off. God damn it. Yes, I'm sending reports. I'm looking for the anomalies. What do you want from me? I haven't had any more asses pop up lately. I don't. You're not giving me any obvious anomalies. You made a few, but the comment about the one who got shot on to take his life off. Oh, okay. So it wasn't the joke one. Because that would be quite meta for all to be just my joke response being the closest thing to the truth. That would be funny. That'd be such a troll. But I didn't think you were going for trolling with that. You put too much work into it for it to be a troll, I feel. Fuck, what am I missing? What am I missing? Is something is something missing? Is there something missing from the rooms? Did something move in here? I mean, everything looks like in this room where it should be. Oh, the door's open in here. Shut this door. Seems like such an easy thing to fix. Just go in and the door, you know? I gotta get in the zone. We're at the halfway mark. Just double check. There's nothing missing in here, right? There's nothing missing. There doesn't look like there's anything missing in here. There's not too many things that can be in here. Okay, there's a object missing in here. They took the poor man's chair again. Every time I've tried this level, someone has stolen that poor man's chair. I almost said that poor chair. I don't think the chair has enough feelings to really comprehend that it's been stolen. I don't think anything's off in there. All the soaps seem to be where they're supposed to be. The sign appears to be where it was. The water bottles are where they're supposed to be. They didn't, like, add anything to any of these rooms. Oh, pitcher's fucked up. Fucked up pitcher. Fix the picture. He's looking at me with his weird eyes. I don't like it. I don't know, man. Inanimate objects are out to get us all. That's what Stephen King thinks. Was it that Family Guy joke? It's just Stephen, like, for my next book, a bunch of teenagers will be attacked by a spooky lamp. Ooh. You're not even trying anymore, are you? When can I have it? Yeah, that is in fact a wet floor sign. That is a wet floor sign. It is giving me all sorts of warnings about the wet floor. Toy Story on Demon Time. I mean, I can't believe that the toys did not fuck with people more, you know? Where are your arms? Is that an eyeball in your mouth? Okay. That was cool. That was fun. That was great. Is everyone else okay? Did anybody spot the difference in the room? I know it was a little subtle. Did anybody spot that? I think you need to have my big brain, my big gamer brain to have seen that. You know, I think you all are just not on the same level as I am. We'll do an object movement. Just do a move check. Nope. Okay, something moved in here. Put the chairs back. Put them all back. This is very unprofessional looking. Put them back. Thank you. Thank you to whoever the chair guy is on the team who fixes the chair anomalies. But yeah, like, wouldn't the toys in Toy Story, like, really fuck with people? Like, just pull full-blown Annabelle shit, you know, right? Like, the dolls keep moving around. There isn't, like, a toy master, and they don't have, like, an instinct. Maybe it's instinct to go, you know, inanimate when there's children and people nearby. But the first Toy Story movie proved that they can override that instinct. So I feel like I would be trolling the shit out of my owners, especially if he was like a little shit like Sid was. Oh, I'd be fucking with him so bad. He'd wake up and I'd just be in his face. Okay, sir, are you okay? You told somebody that pineapple belonged on pizza, didn't you? And this is what the result was. You really need to keep that shit to yourself. You gotta keep kayfabe? Yeah, but why? Like, in the wrestling business and everything, there's a reason for kayfabe. Why do the toys have kayfabe? Like, what? Does that count as a door opening? I'm gonna go with that's a door opening. That is an elevator door, which is not quite the same thing. Just some fucking kid in there pushing all the buttons is all that. Okay. We're past the halfway point, so I feel like this is when stuff's gonna get a little more active. for the craft, but again, who told them there was a craft that they had to partake in? There's no boss. Oh, there's no boss toy, you know, that's like, listen, I'm the boss here, and I say you all need to go inanimate, okay? They don't have a toy god that we're aware of. There's no toy Jesus that sacrificed himself at a toy factory so they could all have life. That we know of. The Toy Story hasn't exactly done a hot lore dump to tell me, you know, what's going on. How are there, you know, sentient toys? What in God's green earth keeps happening at those toy factories? It's not even a factory. It's a fucking, like, witch's coven. They just... On the conveyor belt, as the dolls go by, they're just like, hamna, 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 hamna. And... Beelzebub! And then the toys come alive, you know? I think I'm onto something here. What was I missing? Fuck! Ah... You guys didn't help at all. This is your fault. Seriously, what the fuck was I missing? It could be something like a window was gone or something. Shut up. The same reason that the people from Cars drive on the right side of the road. Well, that's just good practice. The rules of the road exist for your safety. The sentient cars should be aware of that. Frankly, I think, you know, that's the least weird thing that happened in the Cars movies, that they drive on the right side of the road. I'm pretty sure some of the cars were DTF each other, and I that raises a whole different set of questions that I'm afraid to look up the answers for. Because I know the internet has them, and I am terrified. Wonder how long it takes for the first anomaly to show up. You know? Because it's got to give you some time to get a handle on what the rooms look like. But I feel like last game, like the first one popped up on like minute 11. Not the rims. There was something going on with the rims. They were corkscrewing those rims, you know. I want to know how the cars made things like banners without hands. Well, they might just be like what is it? Telekinetic. They can just like, oh. Yeah, there really shouldn't even be roads in the car universe, you know? Because even if you're like, oh, well, a cement mixer would be sentient as well, like one of those cement trucks, but how did he get cement in there? Nothing really makes sense. However, we do have to emphasize it is a kid's movie. I feel like you're not really supposed to put a lot of thought into it. Shut this door. Because I feel like if you try to put thought into a lot of kids' IP, you just... You have a bad time, you know? Oh, Hang on. How did I miss that? The box disappeared. I mean, you take even the Peppa Pig universe, you know? There's a daddy pig and a mommy pig, but there's like a daddy dog and a mommy dog. Is this show promoting segregation? Why couldn't a pig marry a dog? Yes, it raises some interesting questions about what the children would look like, but consider. Ugh. Ugh. But considering everybody, like, you know, stayed in their lane, Peppa Pig's just the show Peppa Pig just not woke enough. You know, it needs to be more woke. Just do a whole episode of Peppa Pig on interspecies relationships. That's real kids TV right there. Peppa Pig is trying to teach kids about manners and playing well with others. No, we need to get right into the depths of like racial disparity and everything else. If a pig married a dog, it would have been a pug. You're kind of right. You're kind of right with that. It's been done. Kermit and Miss Piggy. Now, Kermit and Miss Piggy did do a whole bunch of banging. Canonically. You know. That frog was getting all sorts of bacon. You know. But in that universe, what seems to happen is if the two of them had a son, it came out as a frog, and if they had daughters, they came out as pigs. So they weren't a mix of each other; they just came out the respective genders of their parents. Depress them early. Well, you gotta get them ready. The world is a cruel fucking place now. You gotta let them know that shit immediately. Okay. Does that count as a door open? Or an object movement? It looks like somebody ripped the fucking door off. Or is that just how it's always been and I'm only now just noticing? Okay, I'm starting to think that's just how... Was the door there at all? Oh, there's an extra couch here. Quick, finish up. Give me the... And also, South Park had an elephant and a pot-bellied pig, but that's detracting from the shows for kids. Well, yeah. I do not show South Park to my kids. I did accidentally one time. But babies and toddlers' brains are like sponges. You don't want them picking up language from South Park. All right. Accidentally downloading that Trojan again. This is why nobody uses torrents anymore, man. Were you on LimeWire? Did you try to download Metallica and instead download a fucking ransomware? They'll figure it all out on their own. While true, kids will, you know, when you put them out in the world, will eventually figure stuff out the hard way. But I feel like it's necessary to, you know, prepare them beforehand, you know? Why doesn't Bluey just have a racism episode, you know? Where it teaches kids about racism and why it's wrong. I saw one of the pamphlets move in case anybody was wondering why I did that. Definitely not a show for kids. Anything's a show for kids, though, if you're brave enough. I mean, like, really, there's nothing that really stops me from showing South Park to my kids. But something tells me I don't want my daughter heading to kindergarten going, God damn it, Kyle. Listen, fat ass. I'm not talking about the real life. I'm talking about the real big dog, the internet. And that is why my daughter is not currently allowed on the internet. Like, I'm worried about letting her watch YouTube because sometimes the YouTube algorithm just dumps her in some weird fucking videos, man. There's a lot of videos that are like targeted at kids that are definitely not good for kids to watch. I just don't understand the target audience. Like there's videos of there's videos of hello. That I saw her like auto playing into where it's like two people playing Roblox, but they're Bluey and Bingo from the show Bluey. But they're doing weird shit in it. Right? Way weirder shit than any kid has seen in an episode of Bluey. And sometimes they even swear. So then you're like, well, okay. Obviously this can't be targeted at kids. They're swearing and Bingo and Bluey doing some weird sex shit every once in a while. Not sex shit. Probably somewhere on YouTube, but they're doing weird stuff that I won't get into too many details of. But it's like, well, that's not targeted for kids. But as an adult, I've never been like, hey, let me sit down and watch Bluey and Bingo fucking sodomize each other. Like, it's not something that's ever popped through my head, you know? So, like, who's making these videos, and who are they the target audience for? Because even if you're trying to trick kids into watching it just by making it Bluey and Bingo, why would you then go off the rails? Just make it kid-friendly at that point. But no, I've other than YouTube, I tend to keep my children off the internet. Not that they would really know how to browse the internet anyway. Like, my daughters can't read. They can't suddenly go to Reddit. There's a term for that. It's called Elsagate. There's a bunch of ones like that. Ones that take Elsa from Frozen, a bunch of superheroes like Spider-Man, Joker, and it's just brain cell killing. And that's what I mean. Like, it's who is that targeted towards? But somehow it gets recommended to you, which tells me it has views. But, like, who's watching that? Like, on purpose. Right? Like, and that's what I mean. Like, when you make a video, there's supposed to be a target audience, but who is that targeted for? My kid will upgrade from flip to smartphone on their 18th birthday. I try to keep my kid off the internet. I gave them a flip phone. Instead of being addicted to Facebook and Snapchat, they became addicted to Snake. I can't get them to stop playing Snake. They just keep saying to me, Daddy, I need a new high score. I had to get another high score on Snake. Please don't take the phone from me, Daddy. If you take the phone from me, we will end up on a true crime documentary, I swear to fuck. Kids are watching it unsupervised, kids. And that's the thing. It's like I try to supervise what my daughters are watching because usually they're not watching YouTube when I'm not in the room. But every now and then I have to go do some adult shit like laundry. So I have to kind of rely on YouTube not putting her down the weird fucking rabbit holes, but apparently that's too much to ask for. Lately, she's been watching videos of hamsters doing obstacle courses. I think that's pretty safe for now. Until she accidentally watches one where it's like the hamster doesn't get to the end of the maze, it gets killed. Okay, I know I haven't reported enough in the last few minutes, and there's definitely something I'm missing, but I don't know. Oh, well, that might do it. I got the sex doll here. I'm gonna make my child learn how to remake Flappy Bird. Technically, there's a new remake of Flappy Bird out there. I think there's like an official remake or something. I have no idea if I'm imagining that or... Okay, hang on. There was a chair behind this jail cell door. I did not notice it. I just noticed it. I'm assuming it's been there for a little while. I thought this run was going well for a while, but I don't think it is. I don't think we're going to make it. I got the warning at the halfway point. That's never a good sign. But yeah, no. So I said, that's creepy shit on YouTube, man. It just weirds me out. Like, so I try to supervise my kids, and I don't let them, and I don't know when I'm ever going to let them, like, on the internet proper, right? But there is a sort of, like, argument to be had about... So let's take YOLO, your example here. You wouldn't let your kids on the, like, have a smartphone until their 18th birthday. Now, in our head, this makes sense, right? Keep them off the weird internet. Stop letting them send risky photos to their fucking 17-year-old boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever that ends up on a cloud somewhere. Because they're 17 and they don't fucking know what they're doing. Accidentally saving shit to the cloud. But then you go to the other side of it. Which is we are intentionally, in that case, leaving our children outside of the culture of the other teenagers. It's kind of like if there was a show, say South Park, that everybody in the class was watching, but you said to your kid, "No, you are not watching South Park. It is highly inappropriate." That kid is going to get ostracized. The darkness is coming. It's closing in. Your kid's going to get ostracized by the other kids, get left out. Shit like that. Now, sometimes it's kind of unavoidable. I mean, I was 11. I was in grade 6 when Pokemon first came out. Gen 1 Pokemon came out. And I had never seen so many Game Boys in one place before Pokemon came out. And it seemed like nobody was playing on the playground at recess time at my elementary school. They were all battling each other in Pokemans. My family could not afford a Game Boy and then a game on top of it. So unfortunately, I was left out. And it sucked. Even if I did understand why. But then if we take something that my parents could allow me access to and just don't, that hurts, man. That hurts a lot. So as much as you want to protect your children from shit they shouldn't be watching or doing, you also got to balance that with you don't want to ostracize your child from the culture of the people around you. Fuck you. You don't want to ostracize your kid from the culture around them, right? Because that just causes resentment and possible bullying on their part. If they'll probably get made fun of for not partaking in the culture, you know. So it's a really weird balance, hard one to strike. Well, if it became a trend to become a Nazi, I don't care if my kid's an outcast, but I get you. I think the key is simply moderation and conversation. And then with monitoring and trust, it should be fine, right? By the way, I'm also a 24-year-old with no kid that delivers pizza. Hey, man, someone's got to bring me my fucking pizza. I was called lame for still playing Spore. Well, I mean, that's what I mean. There was a time, I remember a teacher was talking about it. A teacher was talking about it. Like, at the height of Fortnite's fame, it was all the kids were talking about in his class. Like, they were talking about Fortnite and everything. And there was actually a time where kids would get bullied if they only had default skins in Fortnite. Like, they would get legitimately bullied for only having the default skins in Fortnite. Can you fucking imagine? You got bullied because your parents did not allow you to microtransact fucking Fortnite. Yeah, you were never allowed to watch The Simpsons as a kid. And you had to sneak in at a friend's place is where I could find it. But see, and that's what I mean. Like, now, if it's just, you know, if The Simpsons wasn't super popular, it wouldn't be a big deal, right? But, like, the example I gave, which was Pokemon, it kind of sucked that I could not be a part of that whole thing, right? I am still mad my parents didn't get me a Tamagotchi, okay? It's been 27 years? 27 years, and I'm still mad I never got a Tamagotchi. And it's too late now. Because even if I got a Tamagotchi, it wouldn't be the same. I already got 2 kids. I don't need to take care of a fucking virtual one, too. I've never played Fortnite, and I was born in the 2000s. Right, but and to me that's fine. I've never played Fortnite either. I'm not hip with the children, so I don't even pretend to be. Every FO was watching it. Same with Pokemon. Well, everyone was watching Pokemon, but luckily I was allowed to at least watch Pokemon. I had that going for me. But that's what I mean. It'd be I got a lot of shit for the pro wrestling fandom back in the day. Really? Interesting. Because when I was young, at least for the boys, you know, at least for the boys, being into pro wrestling was actually pretty mainstream. Pro wrestling was, you know, pretty big. At least among men and boys, you know. There weren't a lot of 11-year-old girls watching wrestling at the time. I think that's different now, especially with the women's wrestlers actually being, you know, wrestlers instead of just doing bikini matches, whatever the fuck those were supposed to be. But back then, really, I don't think I ever heard anyone get flack for enjoying wrestling when I was young. Maybe it kind of fell off when the WWE went off the rails a little bit. Maybe at the height of John Cena, wrestling seemed too dumb. I don't know. That's interesting. Mind you, not allowed to watch The Simpsons, but they take me to Aliens in the cinema when I was like 2. Well, you see, the problem with The Simpsons, okay, is sometimes it takes a little understanding to understand what The Simpsons was trying to say sometimes. And I think that's the main problem. See, when you go to see Aliens didn't have some deep fucking theme. It was shoot the aliens and don't get eaten. Right? Violent. But then again, your kid can turn on the news and see violence. That's fine. You know, that's... But, like, if you watch The Simpsons now, do you remember, like, and this is obviously from, like, really the early seasons, an episode where Lisa was able to predict who was going to win the football games. And Homer started making a daddy-daughter day with her watching football, but in secret all he was doing was gambling, and her predictions were going to win. And then at the halfway point of the episode, the football season ends, or is about to end, and it becomes quite clear that Homer doesn't actually want to do a daddy-daughter day. So all the time that he had Lisa on his lap and everything, and like, giving her attention, was only when, the football season was going on. Now, my mom watched that episode and was like, it's fucking atrocious. Oh, it's atrocious that he's treating his daughter that way, like, just using her like that. And not realize, like I don't know if she stopped watching the episode, and then, like, because at the end, Homer realizes what a dick he's been, hopes to God that his daughter still loves him, and then learns his lesson and actually has a daddy-daughter day. At least for that episode. The next episode, that goes out the window. It's a sitcom, right? But it's like, my mom would watch that and just be like, oh, that's disgusting. I hate the way that they treat each other in that show. Oh, mom rage. And she didn't get it. She didn't understand the lesson. And that's the thing. Is like, I may not understand the lesson of Jurassic Park, which I was allowed to go see when I was 4 for some fucking reason. But, my parents didn't let me watch the regular show, but they let me watch Godzilla vs. Gigan and Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. To be fair, if they didn't watch the movies themselves, they wouldn't know that there was blood in those. They wouldn't have known. The average Godzilla movie is quite G-rated. They wouldn't know that all of a sudden fucking Godzilla turned into a John Wick movie. They probably just didn't know. I got so much shit for it, I made a clique for the few wrestling fans in our parish, that our parish/county had, a safe spot to chat. That's crazy to me. And then again, you are from the South. Maybe, like, some... we're like the religious people down there? Like, oh, this is a sin against God, watching these grown men. There's a lot of men hugging each other in this show. It's a little gay. I don't think we want this. We don't want our kids watching it. They might be a little gay afterward. Oh, and they also let me watch The Thing. The dog traumatized. That would have fucked me up if I'd watched that when I was too young. I would have been fucked up. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Yo, everyone's like, I don't want to watch wrestling. It is there's shaved, sweaty men touching each other. It's too gay for me. I can't do it. Which I would argue the UFC has way more hugging. So I think the UFC is way more gay than pro wrestling. So if anybody pulls that out, I'm like, listen, I've watched some UFC. There was way, way more hugging. I think we need to get off this high horse we have here about wrestling. But no, yeah. Delicate balance. Parenting's hard. Like parenting a young child is difficult because they do shit like destroy your house, or like, my 2-year-old shits her pants, right? Like, those are the horrible problems. You ever get shit on your face? I have. Long story, but my kid put shit on my face one time, and eventually that won't be a problem anymore. But then I have to get into all the existential problems having, like, a teenagers. I'm going to have 2 teenage girls at some point, okay? Do you understand how fucking scared I am? Like, Jesus. No, my town is very football and basketball. Anything else was or in my case, frowned upon. But this was high school. High schoolers are all assholes. It depends. I found, like, once we got to high school, people weren't assholes anymore. At least in my experience. Or I was too smart and I was doing advanced classes and all the idiots and all the assholes were dumb, so they couldn't be in the advanced classes with me. So I just never experienced it. They were really assholes in junior high. That's when I think peak asshole is junior high. And they kind of mellow out a little bit as they get towards adulthood. For the most part. At least that was my personal experience. May the gods protect me. Dude, I'm terrified. Nothing scares me more. Anyway, it's that time. Unfortunately, we're going to have to end the stream. Normally, I would be streaming tomorrow night, but I am going to be indisposed. So, I will be back Monday with some more Doom Mod Monday. I'll be picking up... I think I'm going to finish up Trick and Terror, because I'm really close to being done it anyway. And then I've got a couple of other WODs lined up for my horror Doom WOD streams. So, stay tuned for that. And I'll be back Thursday and Friday with some more horror games that I can't wait to try out with you guys. So, thanks everybody so much for watching. Thanks YOLO and Loser Corner for being here. Thanks Macros for sticking around even though I'm not playing Doom. I know sometimes when you have a game that you enjoy watching, it's hard to watch that creator play something else, but thanks for sticking around. And anybody else who's popped in and out of the stream, I see you. I appreciate you. I love you. But with that, I'm going to head out. So you all have a fantastic evening and stay spooky out there. Good night. I mean, I saw a lot of ass here tonight. I hope it doesn't awaken something.